Hey StarPowered friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Alejandra Sofia and I'm here on February 25th, 2019 to deliver to you the StarPowered news of the week ahead. So I'm tuning in from today until March 5th, 2019, and we are in the fourth quarter moon. The fourth quarter moon of the Lunar Aquarian New Moon Wave Cycle. So that we had the Aquarius New Moon on February 4th, 2019. The next day, February 15th, because it's the first Aquarius New Moon of the year, we started off our third phase of the new year with the Chinese animal new year, shifting from the earth dog to the earth pig, the yellow earth pig, the gold pig. Tune into my Year of the Gold Pig video for more information on that. And so this week is a wrapping up week. Now we're in the fourth quarter moon. There are 4 quarters in the 28-29 day lunar wave cycle that starts from the new moon until moon phase 1, until moon phase 8, the half moon waxing. Then the half moon waxing to the full moon is the second quarter. From the full moon to half moon waning is the third quarter, which we're just still completing right now. And then tomorrow, February 26, 2019, we begin the fourth quarter. Did I say fourth quarter? Fourth quarter. I like the combination of first and fourth. Fourth quarter. That is what it feels like by the end of the fourth quarter when we hit the new moon next week on March 6th. So this fourth quarter, the subtle energy for the fourth quarter moon is I peak, moon phase 22, to overflow and unite with all forces, universal forces. I disintegrate so that I can integrate into the next cycle. So that's the subtle energy of the fourth quarter moon. We're integrating what we've been doing these last 3 weeks. And so it's a process, a subtle process of integrating, having peak realization about the next phase of growth that we're going to enter into, because we are feeling it. We're past, present, future beings. We're already weaving into the new moon in Pisces. It's coming in, and it's a powerful new moon. So the significance of this week, like no other week that has ever existed in the history of the universe and Earth as we know it, historically as human beings, each on our own timeline, because we are each on our own soul's journey within the blueprint of this Earth eternity mythological system cosmology. Okay, we are mystical creatures having a physical, mental, emotional, spiritual experience here in the earth, air, fire, water ethers of Earth. Hello, and here we are. So as I offer to you my superstar powered spidey Catwoman senses into this psycho-splunking reality, the inner terrains of the soul, and what we're doing here, and most specifically what I'm doing here. And I love to share with you what is how to empower your reality as I see it. And this week is super powered because we are in the last days, literally the last days of Uranus and Aries ever in our lifetimes again. And that is helping to complete a process that we've been undergoing in the last 8, 9, 10-ish years of the Uranus, Aries, and Pluto, Capricorn years. Big, powerful stuff. So the fact that we're heading out of the Uranus and Aries, so this week, this powerful week of the last minutes of Uranus being in this really super combustive, amplifying, it's a degree frequency and a degree of Aries that wants to amplify you, that wants to combust you, that wants to move you beyond your fear zones, your obstacles, your comfort zones, each in our own way. We're undergoing the front lines of our evolution. So if you've not listened to any of my Chiron and Aries updates, listen to one of them at least, and that will give you a clear scope of what's happening here and the significance of the 2 weeks of February, in which and a little bit of March, from February 18th until March 5th, 6th, depending on your time zone. Chiron is in the sign of Aries at the 1st degree of Aries, and then Uranus is in the last degree of Aries. So the front door and the back door of Aries, powerful. The 1st degree, the 30th degree. Can't say it enough. So here we are in that final week of the 4th quarter moon that initiated with the new moon in Aquarius, the new Earth warrior sign of the zodiac. That's get yourself up there and out there and working in on yourself, your emotional terrain, your mental terrain, to synchronize and rewire. That is the key word, rewire, for Aquarius. You're rewiring for empowerment. You're rewiring to be your own superhero. You're rewiring to be your own boss. You're rewiring to be a collaborator with the universal forces, creative forces of life. And you are one of those forces, those key forces of you. You are a liberator of your own reality. Uranus and Pluto. So these last few days, 8 days, 7 days of Uranus in Aries, we're literally about to say goodbye to an era. We are wrapping it up. So how to move through this universe as yourself in an evolutionary form. You're an evolutionary agent. So how do you let go? How do you move forward without clinging to the past in ways that create cycles of disempowerment? That's what we've been doing with having wrapped up the Chiron and Pisces years, in which we did some deep diving into the emotional body and a lot of the human blueprint of yourself, of your own personal story. Pisces threads deeply into your inner child and the terrain of your early childhood and what happened there, and any traumas that got knotted you up and twisted up your creative energy to knot you up into knots like, no, I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not creative, I'm not loved, I don't belong, and all those knots. That's not true. That's not true. So cleaning that out and learning to work with reality in a syncopated, synchronistic, healthy, functional, moving through reality in this and in a agency of presence and mobility, right? A lot of words there for that as I'm feeling that, and what this is that we are doing. So in all that in this powerful opportunity, as we're waking up, and you're a co-creator of your awakening as well. So this last week, it's just so vital. I'm excited. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling how to exercise and exercise the exorcism that's happening, the exorcism of demonic forces of self-doubt and oppression that is how you've been participating in. That's what's happening in Uranus, with Uranus at the 30th degree of Aries. It's saying, hey, whoever wants to wake up, I'm your spirit, I'm your life, I'm you. Not me, you, but you, me pretending to be you. That inner voice that's there supporting you and firing up, it's your inner life force. So this week, I really want to get that across. This Chiron being at the 1st degree of Aries and Uranus being at the last degree of Aries for these 2 weeks, and now we're in the final week of it, is we're being primed. You're being primed. So just keep priming yourself and start things. 0 degrees Aries, start things that empower you, that strengthen you, that do things that you don't like to do, that you know you need to do to grow up and mature and strengthen yourself and toughen up. So getting to the gym, doing things that exercise your will over the forces of lethargy and laziness and self-negativity and self-negation. So you do have to fire up your engines, and this is you creating your own willpower, and that is something for you to create. And I now get that. I didn't get that a few months ago. This is a lot of information that comes in for me. It's my own vital edge of my own front lines, and that weaves into this deep inside astrology that tells a story to me of the new earth. And it tells a story to me of this old earth that's only been a temporary earth, because it's ancient earth is much different from this old earth we've been living for the last 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 years on a human scale. So this story that's been unfolding, and now our part in it. So we are born to these times. You are born to this time. You are born to your life. You are born to your blueprint. You are born to your potential for your own destiny. So these are the days of you fully getting into the driver's seat of what you have to do with your own destiny. So it's learning to control what you can control and let go of what is not in your control. There it is. There it is. We should all put that up on one wall. Just like learning to control, there we go. Control what is yours to control and let go of what you can't control. That right there helps you become, as we shapeshift and transform into that reality that gives us the ultimate edge on maximizing our potential and our destiny. That's it. That's what's happening. So in this fourth quarter moon of disintegrating and integrating the last three weeks, being filled with empowerment because of that peak realization. That's what's at the peak of any realization, is self, is possibility, is the revelation that the impossible is possible. So each in our own way, the revelation of a vision's a revelation, the revelation of feeling a deep urge and impulse of me and something deep untied that comes up against any knots or patterns of disempowerment and depression that have become identity. So this is also me communicating to you that there is a world beyond this old self you've been living. So that's a way of also tuning into the old earth. The old earth is the old you that isn't your ideal you. It's not the you that you know you can be deep down inside of yourself. So you're creating your own relationship to yourself and befriending yourself in good and true and beautiful ways that are necessary for you to maintain and love yourself and create a foundation of self-worth, because that's part of this Project Earth, Project You, Project Me, Project Humans in humanity, and what I tune into in astrology and the immense possibility that I see inside of human beings on a human scale that help me see the human beings as stewards of this planet, and that each one of us is a steward, and then we have to steward our own life and our own dreams, and that as we tap into the deep life force of our true self, we're going to find dreams of business ideas, entrepreneurial ideas, creative inspirations of ways that we want to participate in saving planet Earth. And that is just really the truth, saving planet Earth from negativity, right? And so each one of us has to tackle our own inner Earth, which leads me to the that vital edge of each one of us. How do you save planet Earth? You got to save yourself. That's it. It's not about, oh my God, how do I save planet Earth? And oh my God, everything that's happening. I mean, we could get overwhelmed, and we get overwhelmed every day with what's happening. And, you know, there's the good, the bad, the ugly, and the sublime, right? There's a whole spectrum of reality unfolding on planet Earth simultaneously. So as you take the driver's seat of your life and you come into the realization peak, right? Peak, revelation, understanding, peak. See, that's why I have my pointers at my sweet little kitty cat wisdom ears to my true self, filled with the gold and the magic of who I really am, listening to the song of my soul, which connects into the earth. I forgot I had them on, actually. So there they are. As you're tapping into all of yourself, I did lose that thread a little bit, but the key thing here being that you're tapping into all that's available for you, all that's within you to be a force of liberation, and capitalize on you becoming the writer of your life, you becoming the writer of your life, because it's all semantics and wording and diction and encryption, okay? So it's decoding reality for what it really is, because reality, we have been coded for depression, and we've been, as you hack your own system, and this is Aquarius again, you hack your own biocomputer and multidimensionality, and you wake up and you bring your consciousness into it. And that is why astrology is a tool that helps you encompass your reality so that you can be the writer and the writer of your life in syncopation with the universal life forces that allow you to write your new story, write your vision, and those peak realizations. I'm back, threading back into all that, and that's the time we're in with this, in this fourth quarter moon. So taking these peak realizations, understanding visions, projects, what you want to do, urges, the ways that you're having to adjust your reality, because inevitably we have to adjust our realities if we've been in states of disempowerment, if we've been in states of confusion. So it's a time of making these adjustments. So part of that is, as you're aligning with new routines and new patterns that are empowering to you, that are healthy for you, that are functional for you, and getting out of bad habits. So yeah, a habit of maybe watching TV every day, any of those zones, any of those areas of life that you're really waking up and becoming a co-participant in, activating yourself. So it's so in this week, now go to my book. In this week, we have the, as we start the fourth quarter moon tomorrow with the moon in Sagittarius. So sparkle up your life. Sag is the lifestylist. Sag loves a change of scene. So get a change of scene, whatever that means for you. It maybe means getting a change of scene, going shopping, getting something that helps to bring some change, revitalize your reality in some way or another. So just remembering that Sagittarius, the lifestylist. Sagittarius loves a change of scene. Sagittarius is a dazzler. I have Sag rising. It loves sparkle. It loves stars. It loves embracing a philosophy of, hey, I'm on an adventure. I'm on an adventure, and my life is temporary. I was conceived, I was born, I have a life, and at some point I'm going to die, and I move beyond. And I may not remember the realms between life and death, or death and life, but somewhere there's an inner knowing. So that kind of like magical buoyancy, especially with the moon in Sag squaring the sun in Pisces, that's a power that feels just so magical to me. And that's what's kicking off the last quarter of this wave cycle, lunar wave cycle, and getting ready for the new moon in Pisces. So dream your dreams, feel your dreams, be true and honest with yourself, and you're going to feel it through excitement. You're going to feel it through feelings of being vital and alive, and your passion quadrants, your faculties lighting up. So that's important in these last days of busting through and rewriting your story and writing it with empowerment. On Friday and Saturday, we've got a couple of key aspects of Venus comes in at the very end of Capricorn and squares off with Uranus and Aries for the last time. These last time conjunctions or oppositions or squares to Uranus and Aries are powerful because they're participating in waking you up and making these powerful adjustments that are basing yourself, Venus, on your self-worth. So Venus squaring off with Uranus in Aries at the end of the week on Friday, right before it moves into Aquarius Friday morning. So that means that the 28th, Thursday the 28th, is really full of that energy of Venus coming into attention with Uranus and Taurus. So Venus is self-love. Venus is love. Venus is just love. So how you're wanting to create more love in your life through all the different ways your spirit is wanting to create love. So love is art. Love is your own adore of the things that bring you love. So your relationships, absolutely, Venus is a ruler of relationships, but it's you being in your own primary relationship with you. And that's the thing, the healing of Venus, to restore Venus fully to the throne that she belongs to and in yourself, is to love yourself and hold yourself in compassion and empathy and self-care, and really know if you're in any kind of disempowerment, entanglement, codependent relationships with other people, it starts with you. It takes two to tango. but it takes one person to let go. So you don't need your other person that you're in an entanglement with to empower yourself. You empower yourself. You are primary. So it is about it's getting out of that excuse zone, like, oh, I can't empower myself because the other person is not, you know, reflecting that, whatever. You can't do that. It's a no blame reality. You gotta like, it's all me. It's all on me. It's all on me. That's who Aries is. So you got Venus coming in Capricorn in the fourth quarter, with Uranus getting ready to leave Taurus on next week, early March. So just know that this is, you're really setting some firm lines with yourself, because Venus is in Capricorn, about what you need and who you are and what you need for your time and energy. So just looking at all the things that you want to feed, because Venus is an aspect of the things that you love, that you want to feed, and the responsibility, the time it takes, and the focus. So Capricorn really is, the vital edge of Capricorn is like, what I put my attention on is my energy, is my time. And so the endings that are happening, it's more endings this week, with Venus and the moon in Capricorn coming in to 30 degrees Aries, squaring off with Uranus for the last time, never again in our lifetime. That is cutting cords that have been de-energizing to you, and they're in your relationship, and then they're in your relationships, Venus, self and other, and relationship to self and other, and the moon. So your emotional cords that have been disempowering, de-energizing, creating self-doubt, and creating doubt and depression, right? All the quadruple D's. So and speaking of D's, we move into, so Saturday Saturday the 2nd, March 2nd, the moon, we move into a dark moon. So then we're really moving into we're having an Aquarius dark moon. So that means in those dark moon phases, moon phase 26, 27, 28, right before the new moon, moon phase 1, the moon in Aquarius, it's just about keep learning, keep rewiring, positive information, positive mindset information, neuroplasticity, neuroscience, creating habits, a 5-minute program of like, okay, I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to do a 5-second cold water therapy. Cold water shower therapy. And something that's empowering you, something that's invigorating you, something that's you cutting the cords with your own depression, doubt, disempowerment, and de-energizing, de-energizing routines, habits, choices, and creating new cords, rewiring. So you're pruning synapses, de-energizing, disempowering, depressing, doubtful synapses, and rewiring for energy, for focus, for me. And it's an I am frequency, and Chiron being at the 1st degree of Aries. So all that happening this week. And then right before the next quarter, we got the moon. We've got March 5th, we have Mercury going retrograde for the first time this year. Mercury is retrograde in the sign of Pisces from March 5th until the end of March sometime. But please tune in as I'm wrapping up this video. Tune in to my Mercury Pisces video that I'll be filming later, and then my Uranus and Taurus video. And that's coming. I haven't filmed it yet, but now you can go listen to my Pisces is You, diving deep into your wishing well of dreams. So I have that in my video playlist, so go check that out to get more of a strong sense of what we're going into for this next week. So wishing y'all much love, much empowerment, much self-energy and inspiration, and inspiring others, coming out and sharing your own personal story, and that's part of moving out of invisibility into visibility, which is really what is happening, what's wanting to happen in general, is that we need people who are willing to take up a story of empowerment and transformation. And that's why I'm here, and would like you to subscribe to my channel so you can get weekly updates of star-powered news to empower you, help you transform, and help you rewire. So much love. If you're interested in reading, starpoweralchemy@gmail.com. My name is Alejandra Sophia, and I'll see you soon.